All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I know I haven't dropped in a while, but today we are at the Dodge dealership. As most of you kind of guessed, that I'm going to be ordering the new Demon 170. So I've been in my car since about 1:50, 2 o'clock. So I've been in my car for over an hour, going through the locator and calling every dealership. Like, this dealer has 7 allocations. Most of them have one, but some of them have more than one. And I've been just calling because obviously every dealership is doing over sticker on these. And I've been just getting an idea. There are some dealers. There's a dealer in Texas that I just got off the phone with that is doing $300,000 over sticker on these things, which is ridiculous. I thought I was overpaying. I'm paying $100,000 over sticker. So I was kind of shopping around before I signed any of this. Maybe I was gonna get a better deal, but there's nothing out there. The cheapest I found, other than the dealership I'm at, was $150. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do this. A lot of people have been talking about this in forums and stuff, deciding whether it's gonna be worth it or not. I really think that this car is gonna be worth at least probably half a ticket in a couple years if you keep it in the original packaging and don't drive it. And I think it's gonna be worth some money. So I already put down my deposit. All I have to do is sign these paperwork. They gave us a 4-page disclaimer that you have to sign off of, and you have to initial all over here, and then there's a page that you got to sign. I think it's the last one. And it has to get notarized. It has to get sent over to Dodge to get the order placed. But I read through most of this stuff, and it's pretty crazy. Like, they're having you sign off everything so they're not liable if anything was to happen to this car. So they're telling you that you can't use track use on streets. You have to use it only on like the track. They're telling you that if you order it without a seat, then they're not going to be responsible if you install it yourself, because it's not going to be properly protected. Just regular stuff that they want to not assume responsibility for. They tell you that the customer shall not operate or move the vehicle in temperatures below 15 degrees, which is pretty obvious. You don't want to be driving this car in that cold of weather with the drag radials, and just a bunch of shit. So so on the sticker, they're doing 100,000 over. And then they're already sold out of the 2-piece carbon fiber wheels. So if you want to get those wheels, you have to be placed on a waiting list. I mean, you can still place the order for the car, but you got to be on the waiting list to get those wheels, which everybody wants. Those wheels alone were like $12,000. So I haven't decided on color yet. Let's see what colors they got. Hold on one second. All right, so these are the wheels that were almost 12 grand, and they're already sold out of them, like we just said. And they have the standard ones that look like that, but I'm most likely gonna go on this just because it's gonna make the car worth more. Especially being a collector's car, like, you want to get it fully optioned out, so when you try to resell this thing, it'll be worth some money. And obviously dealers are taking their advantage of it because they want to make some money too, knowing that customers are gonna flip these things. So I really don't blame them, but some of them are just being ridiculous. Like $300,000 over sticker, and they sold them. They had 7 allocations at $300,000, and they're all sold. So I was thinking 2 different colors. I either wanted to do the B5 blue with the satin package, which is the hood, the roof, and the trunk, or I was gonna do the plum crazy, which I think because you look at, like, the old school cars in that color, and I think it will hold it with more value. So I'm either gonna do the purple or the blue. I looked at the green, but I think the green is kind of too much. I really wanted to do the red with the red interior. Well, yeah, I might do that. The red, and then you could do over here. You could do the red interior with the red seat belts. Look at the power sunroof is $10,000. That is crazy. But I mean, for a car like this, like a performance car, I don't think that you should get a sunroof, just because it's gonna weigh it down. So I might do red. We're still gonna go in there after I sign the stuff and then place an order for it. But I might do red. I might be on the waiting list for the carbon fiber wheels. And then the seat, what else? This thing is just crazy, man. They're only making 3,000 of them. Everybody was anticipating that it's gonna be like a 7-liter Elephant, but obviously, like, when they first dropped those things, everybody knew that they wouldn't make emissions. So what they did was they took the 6.2 liter, they built up on that, put a big ass 3-liter supercharger off the Elephant, and they just turned it up. They put a bigger rear end in it, 240. But yeah, I might do the red. I think the red will look real nice with the satin graphics on the hood, the roof, and the deck lid. We'll do red interior, so red on red, although that might be a little bit too much. I won't do the sunroof. That's just crazy for $10,000, but I will do the wheels. So we're gonna go in there. I gotta sign everything. Like I said, I already put down the deposit. I was just debating because they told us that if we wanted to walk away from it, they'll give us a refund, but that's why I sat in here for a second and I called around to make sure that I was getting the better deal. I mean, although that is a crazy market adjustment, it's one of those things that you can't really control. So I'm gonna go through this, I'm gonna initial everything, and then we'll walk in there and I'll show you guys the order process. All right, I am all done signing. I kind of just read it twice just to make sure I'm not signing off on anything that is gonna affect me. Oops. But that was the last page. You gotta initial everything on the front and then sign and print on the back. So I'm gonna walk this in. The salesman's waiting for me, and then we'll go through the whole ordering process. All right, it is official. I didn't even get to my car yet, and I already got the email from Dodge saying that my SRT Demon 170 has officially been ordered for me. I was trying to get my name on there, like Callus RT, so it comes in there with the window sticker, but they said that might delay production and cause some issues, so I'm like, whatever. So I did end up putting my personal name on there, and then it says it right on there, at or below MSRP, so you have to check off no, because obviously these things are over sticker. So I ended up going, and we'll talk about these options. I ended up going with the Tour Red, and I did the satin black painted hood, roof, and trunk. I think that color combination looked real good. And I also did the the red interior with the red seat belts. So this is going to be like bloody everything, red on red on red. And I did, so what they did, they make you come with the premium group. So you got to pay $6,000 for that. And then you can add the red, which is free, which doesn't make really any sense. So I know in the beginning, I was talking about the sunroof and how it's a lot of money, and I don't think people who are going to buy these cars are going to be interested in getting the sunroof. But I thought about it as, so I did end up getting it, as you can see, it was $10,000. I thought about it as in somebody who's going to buy this car when it's worth a lot of money. It's not always going to be somebody who's going to take it strictly to the drag strip so they can beat their best time, and they're not going to want the sunroof because it weighs it down. I really think that somebody who's going to buy this car is a collector that's going to take it on cruises, and having a sunroof in there obviously makes a big difference in appearance, so you can vent it out or open the sunroof. And I really think personally, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think the sunroof is going to make it add value and hold value. So I ended up doing that. Yes, it's a crazy amount of money, $10,000 for a sunroof. Usually on like regular cars, I think the sunroof is like $1,000. And then I did this red seat belts, which is $395. And then the destination, which is the delivery, they are going to be delivering these in closed trailer. So you're not going to see a big trailer pull up and deliver how they usually do with like a big semi that unloads these things, which you'd expect, I mean, out of a car that's going to be limited production and worth a lot of money. So they're charging you for it, but it's going to be in closed transportation. That way it's protected. So this email is saying that, you know, my order is officially in. And then right here it says that I'm just going to be waiting on the VIN number. So they have the option. I mean, obviously I don't have a Demon, but if you had a Demon, the original 2018 Demon, and you wanted to match like your VIN number, so you could do that. So you'll have two Dodge Demons with matching VIN numbers. I think the last 6 will be the same thing. So that's pretty cool, because if you do, then you have like a matching set, and they'll be worth a lot of money eventually. So sticker, the way it is before the optioned wheels, which are the carbon fiber ones, I already said that the carbon fiber are not available anymore, so we couldn't order them. But I did add myself to the waiting list. So once those are available, they're gonna add it to my sticker. So my sticker is gonna be somewhere around $132,000. And then we have the market adjustment of 100,000, so we're at 232. And then you got your tax, title fees, and all that. So we're probably looking at close to $250,000 for this car. But I really think it's going to be worth a lot of money. If I don't end up driving it, if I keep it in the original plastic and don't really touch it for a couple years, I really think it's going to be worth over $300,000-$400,000. Is it worth it? In the long run, maybe it'll be worth more than that. But it's a car that I always wanted. I mean, back when the original Demon came out, obviously I didn't have the funds to order one of these things. But the fact that they made another one that's going to be better than the original one, I wanted to get my hands on this. But that's pretty much it. Finding one of these things is gonna be really hard because the allocation is already filled up. And like I said, I sat in my car for over an hour calling dealerships around the country, and the cheapest dealer that I found was $150,000 over sticker. And that was in a different state. I got to fly out there. I got to put down a deposit, and they were doing a $50,000 non-refundable deposit. This dealer was doing only $5,000. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is still an absurd amount of money for just a car, but you got to think about it as in you pay what you get, and that's exactly what we did. So I got to go to the UPS store. I got packages I got to drop off. Also, updates on the colored airbags. I'm also offering them in blue and orange now. So if you guys are interested, you can order those off the website. And I also offer a service now that if you have like factory red light up that you got in your Charger or your Challenger, you can send it in and I could change the color out if you want like a blue, green, orange. We could do any of that, and that's all going to be on the website. But that's really going to be it for today's video, guys. I know I haven't dropped in a while, just been busy with other shit that's been going on, but I'm trying to stay more consistent with these builds. So if you're new, make sure to subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this whole build on the Demon 170 in the comment section down below. Hit the like button and I'll see you guys back. Damn, this guy's flying. Hit the like button and I'll see you guys back on the next one.